How to stop opioid abuse. The first important part here is that the user needs to be willing to get help for themselves. So asking for help and seeking treatment is the most important part. The next part is for most people to get on opioid replacement. It's very, very difficult to stop opioids cold turkey. More often than not, the user will end up relapsing. And this is a pattern that you may see with the user. If they do continue to relapse, then I think opioid replacement therapy is the best choice. And this can be obtained through an opioid replacement clinic, whether it's a methadone clinic or Suboxone. Those are both medications that are used to get off of it. Almost all methadone clinics nowadays will use Suboxone. The difference is methadone is a liquid that's taken once a day, and it's hard to carry it because it's liquid, whereas Suboxone is a small pill and it's much easier to take and transport. Both of them allow the user to get off of the medications eventually. What happens is the dose of either the methadone or Suboxone is adjusted so that the user is comfortable and not going through withdrawal anymore. Once we reach that proper steady state level, then the dose is slowly reduced over time, generally about 10% a week, and this allows the user to get off of it and not precipitate withdrawal, which would put them at high risk for a relapse. I personally weaned in rehab off of Suboxone. I was placed on approximately 8 or 10 milligrams, and I was weaned by 2 milligrams a day over a period of about a week. And by the end of that period, I went through, it did precipitate withdrawal. However, I was in an excellent location. It would have been much harder if I was at home, and chances are I probably would have relapsed because of the discomfort. But because I was outside of my comfort zone in a rehab where there were doctors and nurses, it was a little easier for me to go through with a withdrawal in this sort of experience. And it was 32 hours of discomfort for me. It was petrifying, but I got through it. In the end, it was totally worth it for me. Some people, however, it's better to wean slowly off the drugs. This is probably the most important thing I can tell people, is that there are options available. You can get off of it. However, it's going to take a little bit of work and determination. So please try to bring your loved one. You can't force them into rehab. You can't force them to quit, but at least to consider the options and know that there are opioid replacement therapies out there like Suboxone and methadone. Thanks.